If you want to replace characters in field values, you can use the replace function. The function takes 3 arguments: the value to run the function on, the characters you want to replace, and the characters to replace them with. Let's take a look at the details of the syntax for the replace function and how many arguments it accepts. We can see the replace function is a function of the eval command. Its results will be stored in a field, newly created or pre-existing field that's specified by that eval command. First argument is going to be a literal string or a field. Second argument will be a regular expression. That regular expression and its pattern will be matched on the values of the field passed in as the first argument. Third argument will be what we would like to replace those matched values with. The replace function is really helpful for masking any sensitive data or information within your data at search time, such as exposed account codes, exposed credit card numbers, which should ideally be masked prior to onboarding the data into Splunk. However, there may be instances where we may need to do this data manipulation and cleaning at search time, and that's where the replace function comes in handy. In this specific scenario, we're looking across our sales entries data, and we'd like to calculate the number of events for each account on the business intelligence server. Notice that the account codes are being exposed, which means we'd like to mask the last 4 digits of each account number. Let's take a look at an example. We'll go ahead and specify index equal to sales, source type equal to sales entries, and I will run this search. From here, notice that I have my account codes being exposed. And if I pipe to the stats command, get a count of events by account code, those account codes are being displayed in this table, and I'd like to replace the last 4 digits. In order to do that, I will pipe to the eval command, and I can write to a new field, or I can just update the values stored within that account code field. Since I don't want those values being exposed, I'm going to update the values stored within that field at search time, and I will set that equal to the replace function. First argument will be that field that contains those exposed account codes, and second argument will be the regular expression. The regex pattern that we will be using to match will be looking at the first 4 digits followed by a dash. And from there, it is going to look at the next 4 digits. And we are going to capture those last 4 digits and replace them with X's. All right, so this third argument here is going to be what we are replacing, what we are matching on with this regular expression. Now let's go ahead and run this search and see what we get back. All of a sudden, we see that our account codes are being masked. Last 4 digits are being replaced with X's using the replace command. Now, if I were to remove this eval command in my search, those account codes will no longer be masked. As long as the eval command exists in my search, those account codes are not being exposed. Here we have a second example where we are showing sales information and we're looking at the client IPs. So we're looking at successful purchases in the online store, looking at our total sales over each client IP by each product, and displaying the 3 best-selling products in the last 24 hours, masking the middle octets of the customer IP address. We're matching on the middle octets using this regular expression, replacing with this third argument.